Nobody is coming to rescue you. That sounds blunt because it is. There isn't some distant savior or messiah who will wake you up, dress you up for success, and carry you into your future. If you so desire or you want change, it starts with you. You are the primary principle, not as an existential lecture about being or nothingness, but as a practical reminder that steady, determined effort is the engine of real progress. If you stop trying, life tends to mirror that surrender. Destiny doesn't carry those who have already given up on themselves. That doesn't mean that the road is fair. Many systems are rigged in ways that make success, harder for some people because of their nationality, their race, their class, or some other barriers. Acknowledging that reality is crucial. You must understand that reality. It's not about blaming you for the obstacles, but about recognizing that the obstacles exist and adjusting your strategy accordingly by working harder, by learning more, by building more networks, and double down on things you can control. Right? So history over time is full of people who faced stacked odds but still found ways to go forward by staying focused and persistent. So what am I saying in essence? Even if you are born into a system that seems to favor you, passivity won't get you in the loop. Passivity won't get you to the top. Even if you are born in the system, one of the best systems in the world. Luxembourg is currently one of the best countries in the world. Pays way higher and everything. If you are passive in that system, there's no way you're going to make it. So privilege can give you a start, but it won't replace personal responsibility. You still need to be active. You need to be deliberate and align with the structures that will help you succeed. You have to learn the rules of the game and play them with skill. At the same time, be ready to step outside of expected norms when necessary. Because most times I have discovered that conformity can be a trap. If you are very easy to conform, you are very easy to kowtow, you are very easy to poho to whatever system is on ground, to succeed might be quite difficult for you. Sometimes I have come to understand that the only way forward is to do what others want. Take calculated risk. Don't just take risk for risk's sake. Be innovative and go beyond the bare minimum. Let me tell you something here. I was reading an article and it was referring back to some medieval ordination. And there was this deacon that was advising a new deacon that was to be ordained over the previous time. And it said, I congratulate you on your diaconate, but do not be too comfortable because over comfortability breeds sin. Comfort is the enemy of growth. If you are too comfortable, you will never grow. If you're comfortable while your goals drift away, you will never wake up one day and find that success has just appeared. So let that dissatisfaction with your current situation becomes a fuel that changes you. You must be able to resent your current situation to be able to grow. That doesn't mean that you have to have constant anger or despair. It means channeling discontent into action. People didn't invent carriages or automobiles because they enjoy walking endless miles across borders. No. They saw a problem and were driven to solve it. So every major advancement in human history begins with someone refusing to accept a status quo and taking steps to change it. Go and read through history. Someone was angry with the system and changed it. And that was revolutionary. So practical steps matter. Set clear, achievable goals and break them into consistent daily actions. Show up even the days that you don't feel motivated. Mark Tyson would say that discipline is doing what you don't love doing, but you have to do it. You don't like doing it, but you have to do it. Show up. Build habits that compound over time. You cannot break a habit or an addiction by staying away. You have to replace an addiction with another addiction. You have to replace a bad addiction with a good addiction. Replace habit with a habit. And surround yourself with people who hold you accountable and push you to do better. Because whether you like it or not, your environment influences you. And learn to pivot when something is not working. Learn to make a detour. Persistence is not stubbornness. It is adaptability combined with endurance. Measure your progress and your small wins. I'm also a victim of this. Sometimes I do not appreciate myself enough for how far I've come and how far God has taken me. Those little wins that you've made, they are actually big stuff. Celebrate yourself because they build that momentum, and momentum shapes character, and and our character shapes our outcome. So take risk. That's not being reckless. Smart risk means calculated bets where the potential upside justify the possible downside. Try to test your ideas on small scale. Learn fast, and reiterate. The more you allow yourself to try and fail, the more you learn with paths that actually lead to growth. Now, I know that fear is natural. Fear could be crippling, but fear should not be a permanent gatekeeper. Look at the examples around you, the innovations, the social movements, the businesses, the careers that have advanced over time. These are individuals who are willing to push through fear and uncertainty. Nothing is certain in life, and doubt is not a bad thing. It's okay to doubt. It's okay to have doubts and fear. It's very okay because you're human. You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. But still, keep taking that risk. Keep taking and doing those calculative things. Keep your agency. Agency is the belief that you can influence your life through decision and action. You're taking agency, taking charge of your life. Because systems and circumstances will throw obstacles in your way, but agency lets you respond creatively instead of surrendering to that. You cannot afford to surrender to what life is throwing at you because you have come a long way. And you refuse the narrative that you are merely a victim of your environment. Refuse that, resent that system that keeps you under waters. That doesn't mean that your struggles are not real. It means that you choose how to respond. What is happening beyond our control is not within our power, but how we respond to what is happening in our environment is within our power. So respond with focus, with preparation, and with relentless action. And finally, don't forget that spiritual center matter in your life. Personally, for me, I'm Catholic. I pray my rosary every time. I do my Divine Mercy prayer. I put God at the center of my life, and it has worked for me. If you're not a Christian, whatever you believe in, as long as it works for you, let that be at the center of your life. For many people, faith provides clarity, resilience, and even moral compass. It has done that for me. So let whatever spiritual belief you have sustain you, especially God. If that is your anchor, let God be the center and the center of your decision making. Grounding your efforts is, a larger purpose that makes perseverance less lonely and success more meaningful. Faith and effort work together. Faith and effort work together because one feeds another. Grace always rests on nature. Grace always rests on substance. Even Jesus, before he heals anybody, he will ask the person, do you believe? So there must be a substantive faith in that person, an agency, before grace can work. I felt led to talk to somebody, do with this message whatever you will, but I'm passing it on because I believe in the power of work, in the power of resilience and belief. Believe in yourself. You cannot afford to fail yourself. Believe in you, even when nobody's believing in you, believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams because these are your dreams. It doesn't make sense. It won't make sense to any other person except for you. And there's a reason why God has put that dream inside of you. So this from me to you and yours. Keep moving forward. Stay brave. And don't give up on yourself. Because you are a created being. You are an expression of God's love. And you have a purpose on this life. God is not done with your family. That's why you are here. To carry on a particular purpose in your family. Nicholas here. Shalom. Follow for more.